has us all set, and we are underway from Nashville, Tennessee. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. 5 to 3, off the edge and getting to the quarterback. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. And he's got room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Harris. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The extra receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's taken down inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They hand this off to Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Bullock's kick is good. So long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. They've got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Here's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
York able to send this one through. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's Brady to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 53 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking at mid-season form here in the opener. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. That third down conversion good for 23.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. This is Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Harris. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. A quick throw by Brady, complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll try to run with Harris. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Brady's going to sneak it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Now this time, Brady will throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Browns were able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Brady's throw there into the hands of Ross. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Brady. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Throwing now is Brady. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. John Ross, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. Bullet good on the extra point. And we're even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw is Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A give to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Brady. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw, it's Brady. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Watson off play action. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Extra point and good by Bullock. That makes it a 17-10 score. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eight yards to go on second down. Here's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 25. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Bullock's kick is good. And they double it up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that's an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Browns' drive about to get started. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 56 yards. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now here's another carry for Harris. And some room to maneuver. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. 162 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw is Brady. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared like they had a great chance of that turning into a touchdown, but maybe led him just a bit too much.
Yeah, out of the back of the end zone, and that's tough on a 5-yard pass, but one of that distance can be tough to gauge when you're in the back of the end zone. So they get the 30, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Browns drive about to get started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Watson.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watson.
And that is incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
To throw, Watson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Harris running straight ahead. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run again with Harris. And he's across from it.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible.
Yeah, my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the ridges, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we not a ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
lost. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, chili. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Pride of my people already. Tell my sick Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. All that them don't know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous. Man, you know what's up.
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hopping a ghost, I'ma get Swayze. I just got off with a jet and I cry. I went in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Shabak, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Usual bench and I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Brody, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.